championship begins with one small step. It starts with the effort you bring. Whether you win or lose, what matters is that you have a common goal. And to reach that goal, it takes a united team acting as one. We come together to witness these heroes of the hardwood pour their heart and soul onto the court. This is Wendy's High School Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
Welcome to North Pocono High School. We're in Moscow, Lackawanna County. Tonight, it's a Lackawanna League showdown between Abington Heights and North Pocono in the 10th annual Pink Game. A pleasant good evening, everyone. I'm Bob I, joined tonight by Coach John Bucci from Backcourt Hoops. And Coach, you've coached in one of these games before with Abington Heights. What's it mean to the team and to the players?
Well, it was a real privilege to coach in it. The kids, it's a valuable lesson. They have a brunch beforehand, both teams. They hear a message. They understand that part of the game is to help raise funds for people maybe less fortunate than them. So forget about the game itself. The value they're learning to be, help other people is really important.
And also, money raised tonight goes to the Foundation for Cancer Care. And more on that, let's head over to our third partner tonight, and it's Aaron Dugan.
That's right, Bob. It's all about the Foundation for Cancer Care. And joining me now is Margot Obstasnik from that foundation. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
So we're going to learn a little bit more about the foundation in a little while, but first just kind of give us a brief overview of what you guys are all about.
Okay, the Foundation for Cancer Care is a local nonprofit organization, and we're here to aid cancer patients in any way that they need, whether it be with any kind of financial assistance, whether it be with any kind of psychological or nutritional support. Whatever it is that they need, we're here to aid them and enable them to get through this disease.
And this is your biggest fundraiser of the year, right?
That's right. We usually raise about 25% of our annual proceeds come from the Pink Game.
Great. We're going to learn so much more about the Foundation for Cancer Care coming up shortly, but for now, let's get right to this night's presentation.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Laura Marion. I'm a volunteer and board member for the Foundation for Cancer Care. I'm the director of Allied Services Hospice. And most importantly, I'm a parent to one of the players here tonight. Welcome to the 10th annual Pink Game. It is with great honor I stand here today to not only represent the Foundation for Cancer Care, but to also be tonight's spokesperson for what this night represents to so many in our community. I represent the daughters and sons who have entered the cancer battle with their parents. I represent the sisters and brothers, the nieces and nephews, and the friends to all those warriors out there fighting the good fight against the demon known as cancer. And to you parents and grandparents supporting your children and grandchildren, I stand here to tell you, you are not alone. This game showcases two teams, the North Pocono Trojans and the Abington Heights Comets, who come to battle on the hardwood, but who really come together as one team to support so many in our community, our own backyard, in the battle against cancer. All of these players, along with their coaches, Corey Valvano and Deanna Klingman, have come together to raise awareness and money for the Foundation for Cancer Care. The importance of this game cannot be understated. This game will provide close to 100 free mammograms to women in our community. It will provide financial assistance to families when they have to incur costs while seeking treatment. 100% of this money that's raised here tonight by this game stays here where it's needed most, our very own family friends, and neighbors. So many aspects of this game are special. The awareness raised, the support provided, but more importantly, the knowledge for the girls on both sides of me to know that we are in this together and that their support makes a difference. Girls, what you guys need to realize is that by playing this game tonight, you are truly saving lives. You see, cancer is indiscriminate. Unfortunately, players from both sides can attest to that fact. I'd like at this time to acknowledge the people standing on the sidelines, the warriors in the fight against cancer who are lining the court, who can tell you cancer chooses randomly. At this time, I'd like to ask anyone in the stands, please stand if you have been touched in some way by cancer. Stand in support of those lining our court. Those with us here are somewhere nearby. Or stand for those who have gone on to a more beautiful and peaceful place. As we listen to the Moscow melodies, please hold your sign high to acknowledge those close to our heart.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I sang quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. Then you pushed me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up. Hey, already brushing off the dust. You hear that voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me
was fantastic. On behalf of the Foundation for Cancer Care, I'd like to take a moment to thank North Pocono and Abington Heights school districts and their administration, their booster clubs, the players, coaches, parents, and all you fans for making this game happen. Thank you to Fox 56 for televising this game and bringing our message and mission to all of Northeast PA. We'd like to thank a few longtime sponsors of the Pink Game: Coordinated Health, United Concordia, People's Security, Commonwealth Health, Lackawanna Valley Dermatology, Allied Services, and Baker Tilly. Mrs. Margot Absosnik, would you please enter the court at this time? I'd like to reveal Margot is the president and the president of the Foundation for Cancer Care. She's joined by Patty Betty and Diana Albright. It is with great pleasure that right now I am so pleased to announce tonight's game has raised $35,460. $35,460. Wow.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to come in front of the podium now for a picture?
$5,000 raised for the Foundation for Cancer Care. Great job by both communities. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We're so glad you could join us here for the Pink Game right here on MyTV WQMY. It's all about the Foundation for Cancer Care, and as you just saw, over $35,000 raised for the foundation. That is a new record. A great atmosphere here in this gym tonight. You know, earlier in the week, I actually got to meet somebody affected by cancer and somebody who got to be involved in the Foundation for Cancer Care. Her name's Laura Carpenter. She's a mother of two from Clark Summit, and she is a fighter.
Last February, at just 38 years old, Laura Carpenter of Clark Summit received shocking news at a routine exam. She had breast cancer, and they needed to move fast.
I had no history of breast cancer in my family, so there was nothing there to even give me an inkling to have a mammogram beforehand. So I was like, why? But at the same point, I was like, okay, this is for a reason. Took a deep breath, swallowed, and said, let's just take this and fight it for whatever it gives me. Things moved quickly because of my age to expedite a biopsy than what treatment I was going to take. So I decided to go with the double mastectomy.
It's a lot for anyone to handle, let alone a woman under 40 with two young children.
I was really scared, but I knew that she would fight through it because she fights through everything.
I love her more than she knows, and I've always kind of was scared about her when she was going through this.
Laura decided from day one she would use her positive energy and sense of humor to not only help herself get through the tough days ahead, but bring a little joy to those around her.
When I went for treatment, I knew I'm petrified of needles, so I was like, okay, what am I going to do with this to make it unique and positive? So I pulled out my Kentucky Derby hat from years prior and said, I'm going to make use of this, and I wore it to every treatment. I would come in and everybody would just smile because I'm thinking, oh, this crazy woman's here with this hat with peacock feathers, but you know, it made me laugh because they were smiling and it just made everybody happy.
Just when Laura thought she was out of the woods, more terrible news. A tumor had spread to her brain. She received a craniotomy in June, which led to more radiation treatments at Delta Medics in Scranton. It was there she learned about the Foundation for Cancer Care, a local organization which gives 100% of its proceeds directly back to people affected by cancer in the community.
I didn't really want to partake in that at first because you feel guilty because you're always like, there's people out there that are worse than you. But at the same point, they want to help you, which is good, because you don't choose cancer, you know what I mean? It kind of chooses you. So you realize to start to help, let everybody help you.
Laura would love to see the volunteer-run Foundation for Cancer Care grow, knowing firsthand the importance of what they do.
Every cent that's brought in stays locally, even just for seeing if I could have a wig. If you called the foundation, it was, well, I can help you, and it would be in a day or so.
Laura continues to fight medical issues and tries to take it day by day, and she urges others going through similar situations to not be afraid to ask for help.
Definitely talk about it. Don't keep it bottled up, because that's the worst thing. And if you do need help in any way, to really reach out, even if it's physician, family, friends. People that want to help you, take all the help that you can get.
I would tell them just to try to stick through it, stay positive, and when they come home, treat them with a lot of respect and make sure they don't get sad.
If you're going through cancer or anything else, just fight through it. You can do it, and just always believe in yourself.
Thank you so much to Laura and the entire family for letting us tell your story. What a fighter Laura is. Margot, $35,000. What are you thinking right now?
I'm awestruck. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. Two girls teams playing basketball for a cause, and this is what they did. I have to say thank you to the girls. Their coaches have been, they owned this, and they've really made this theirs. And that is so good, because now they're helping everyone in the community.
So this week, leading up to this week, what were your expectations of the night?
I knew it was going to be fun because we had a lot of great things planned, and at the luncheon, there's a pre-luncheon, and both teams were there, and you could tell that the girls were very excited, and they really seem to connect the dots. I think they understand what they're doing, and so the commitment, the sincerity, just spilled out everywhere. And in the gym tonight, it's all over. It's electric.
So I'm going to ask you in just a moment some more questions about the foundation and what it does. I'm going to bring in Laura now. Laura, excellent job on the presentation.
Thank you.
And I know this is important to you because you have a daughter on the team and you are excited about her experiencing this night.
Absolutely. This is such a great night, and to have that personal connection and have one of my own children be involved with the importance of the game, the awareness of the game, it's amazing. Now, my children have been attending this game for 9 years. So to finally have someone be an actual participant, it's just so special. And then tonight, to have this be the biggest night we've ever had, I can't put it into words.
And Margot, the foundation, the best part about it is that everything raised goes right back into the community. So how do you make that happen?
And I think that's why we saw such a jump in the numbers tonight. I think people understand as we grow, we are meeting more and more needs for people. We have people reaching out to us, and people understand that it takes a village. And that's what I say every day. It takes a village, and this is part of the village. So I think that our message is getting out there, and people realize that we're here to help them.
And when you say you're there to help, you're really there. If somebody needs something, you're there. Can you give us some examples of some things that people might come to the foundation for?
Sure. There's a wide variety. So it's oftentimes it's financial, because people that are undergoing cancer treatments oftentimes need to take a leave of absence from work, or they're a caretaker for someone in their family and they need to take a time off from work. And so they're financially struggling. So someone has a diagnosis of cancer, and they've got that to deal with physically and psychologically, and then they also have financial issues. So we help people with copays for chemotherapy. We help people with drug copays, with mortgages. I mean, if they can't work, it's hard to pay for your mortgage. So we pay people's mortgage. We pay electric bills. We provide a lot of assistance for groceries, gas. So because oftentimes someone is traveling back and forth for treatment. You know, if someone lives in Honesdale and they've got to drive to Scranton 5 days a week, for 6 weeks, that can get costly. So and we also, in addition to that, we provide support groups, and that's very important to people with cancer. So there's healing yoga. We've got Pathway to Beauty, which is it helps people understand, how to look good. And we've got a man-to-man support group for prostate cancer, and they're all very successful, well-attended, and the foundation supports all of them.
Well, I got a chance to see firsthand this week just how much you guys do and how much the community supports it, and I have to say it's amazing, and your passion is amazing. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you very much, and thank you to Fox 56, because our message is now spread wide, and that's really important.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We'll have the game coming up live here on MyTV WQMY.
Welcome back to North Pocono High School, everyone. It's the 10th annual Pink Game between Abington Heights and North Pocono. Bob Ide and Coach John Bucci, we are courtside, and let's talk about the program first. Very touching anytime you hear about cancer and this foundation that does great work, and a record-setting number, raising over $35,000.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard for me to announce the game. I can't imagine trying to play in the game. It's so moving. I mean, the little kids, the song they performed, and it's just a special. These girls are going to remember this. They're going to forget the game, but they'll remember this. That's going to be really important to them their whole lives.
Well, we're going to preview the game first. Let's talk about Abington Heights 11-7, coming off a tough loss to Scranton Prep the other night. But they have a player back for this year. She's playing well. She's a senior. She's Cassie Shawzik.
Yeah, Cassie had a knee injury. She missed all last year. I had a chance to coach when she was a freshman. She's doing really good. She came back. She's strong. Going to East Stroudsburg next year. She'll play inside. She'll go outside. She's a tremendous defender. If anything, that's really one of her strengths is the way she defends.
On the opposite side, we're going to talk about Brianna Ruby. Not so much that she's playing well on the court, but the off-the-court situation. But she's touched by cancer, and that's going to be hard for her now to get focused.
It is, and I know their family. Her younger brother played AAU in my program, and I've gotten to know the family really well. She has great parents, and unfortunately the mother's going through some cancer stuff now, but great family, great kid, and I know they'll stick together as a group and work their way through this. And I think basketball is a really good outlet for Brianna at this time.
Well, these two teams, they're in different division. Abington's in Division 1, North Pocono in Division 2, so they play once a year. They haven't met since last year. Let's talk about the keys to the game, Coach. First, for Abington Heights, what do they have to do?
They got to play 4 quarters. I think they've been inconsistent at times. If they can put 4 quarters together, they could really do some positive things. They got to take care of the basketball. Sometimes they turn it over too much. I think sometimes they play too fast, and I think they need to slow down, get under control, and take care of the ball.
Let's talk about North Pocono. They're 10-7, 4-5 in Division 2. What do they have to do?
Well, again, limit turnovers. Yeah. It's kind of the same thing. I think that's the biggest thing you see sometimes in the girls' game, the amount of turnovers that happen. Make good plays, make good decisions. They got to contain Kowalski and Shawzik. I think with Hannah, you got to make her go left and let her score going left. See if she can score going left. We know she can score going right. She's going to go to the basket strong. Let's see if she can score going left. And then, again, Shawzik kind of a little bit everywhere.
Funny thing is, when I talked to these two teams at the luncheon on Sunday, they both said the same thing. They felt like they turned the corner. Abington Heights felt that way, then they lost to Scranton Prep. North Pocono coming off 2 big wins over Honesdale and Western Wayne.
North Pocono has really struggled. They had a really good year last year. They kind of struggled this year. I think they're trying to find their way. And I think that last week was really good for Coach Valvano. I'm good friends with Corey, and last week was a really good week for him. And I think he's looking forward to building on last week tonight.
How about how do you see this game playing out?
I think it's going to be a game of runs. I think each team's going to put some runs on. I think the team who has the best run or the best run at the end of the game is going to win it. I think it's going to be low scoring because I think they're 2 really good defensive teams. And this is a tough place to shoot. I'm going to be honest with you. North Pocono is a tough place to shoot. You got a really deep backdrop on the one basket. The rim, it's a brand new gym, so the rims are tight. So I see this being a low scoring game, and I think the team that turns the ball over least and rebounds the best will win this game.
Well, when Coach and I come back, we'll set the starting lineups. We'll hear from the Moscow Melodies again for the national anthem, and then we'll play the Pink Game.
You're watching Wendy's High School Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
Well, Coach, believe it or not, February 1st, just a couple more weeks for the regular season. Here what Abington has done the last couple of weeks. Lost to Prep twice in there, and Scranton, one of those teams in 6A that's pretty good.
Better. I mean, they really have gotten better. I think their marquee win was Paw Pack. I think they really handled Paw Pack, but they need to beat Prep or Scranton to really say they've turned the corner. And I think they have Scranton again. Unfortunately, they're done with Prep. But I think that they need to beat Scranton to say we're going in the district strong.
How about North Pocono on the opposite side? We talked about what happened to them. They beat, of course, coming off a couple wins, but every time they seem to play against that Division I, they can't come up with a win.
Yeah. Well, the school's a little bit bigger and stuff, but the loss that really hurt them was the Western Wayne.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at everything else, you could see them losing, but the Western Wayne game was the one. If you're going to look back at a bad loss, that was it.
And that's what both coaches talked about, obviously. So we are set here for some basketball. Both teams will line the floor. We'll announce the starting lineups. So we'll get to our starting lineups shortly, and then we'll have the national anthem and then the tip. So let's get to the Comets now. Their starters will look like this tonight. Their leading scorer is Hannah Kowalski. She averages about 12 points per game. Number 10, Sharon Houlihan, another senior, averages 7.5 points per game. She'll be the other guard. At forward, freshman Claire Marion averages just about 4 points. Erin Albright, a sophomore, is in there. And we talked about Shawzik. She's averaging 11 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, 2.8 blocks. That's Abington Heights. For North Pocono, a little bit younger of a team. Just one senior in the starting lineup, Coach, and that's Sarah Koneski at the center position. So you have Brianna Ruby, you have Jenna Montana, sophomore, 7.3 points per game. Lila Gahan, just a sophomore. Izzy Pahanic is a 5'7" junior, and Sarah Koneski, she averages 9.3 points per game. So you don't have anybody really averaging over in that double figures for the Trojans, but they do play a lot off the bench.
Yeah, they're a well-balanced team. A lot of people get involved. I think the issue for them is their guards that they play are sophomores, and sophomores sometimes play like sophomores, So again, I think that's why coach is really concerned about not turning the ball over, taking care of the basketball.
You mentioned the guards. That's our marquee matchup today. We talked about both number 10s, Kowalski versus Montana.
Yeah, Hannah Kowalski's super athletic. She's a great soccer player. She has the ability to get to the basket. She's really strong and aggressive. Jenna Montana's kind of coming into her own. She's trying to figure out, how to play the game and how to, get open sometimes. When they're keying on her now. She's got to find a way to get open.
The one differential I noticed are three-pointers. I mean, Abington the other night went off with Scranton Prep. They combined for 21 in that game. They've made 73, where North Pocono has just made 48.
Yeah, I think the key for if Abington's going to score from the three-point line, it's Sharon Houlihan. She has to be on. When she doesn't score from the three-point line, they have a hard time stretching the floor. And I think that's one of the things that we got to look for tonight, how she plays and everything. And I think because of the lack of size for North Pocono, teams can stay out on their perimeter players a little bit more because the ball doesn't really go inside because all they really have is, Koneski, Sarah Koneski inside.
So the Moscow Melodies from North Pocono taking the floor once again. A great performance during the. It was fantastic, right? They even waited for the applause and started back up again.
Right, yeah,
that's professionalism, right, Coach?
I don't know who the young lady is running this organization, but she should be very proud of herself and her kids because, and they're cute as a Dickens. I mean, that's the other thing. So, but they were really, really good.
Michelle Conaboy is the choir director.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
She does a great job.
So they line up. And we will have tonight's national anthem. Great crowd on hand, as expected for this pink game. A lot of support.
How about the number?
$35,000, yep, raised. Nice student section. That's good to see the kids come out, especially for girls' games. Sometimes they're not well attended as the boys' games. So, I'm sure there'll be some jitters with some people. So now our national anthem from the Moscow Melodies.
Hey, the MVP of this game is
So
that
far,
group right there. I'm going to tell you that right now. No,
Moscow Melodies.
there's no one.
4th and 5th graders, maybe 3rd graders in there.
Oh my God,
Just
they're tremendous.
They should go on tour.
Oh my God.
There's Corey Valvano, that's what, 2nd season here, assistant coach at Lackawanna. He was assistant for the women at Marywood, a good friend of yours.
Yep, yeah, he's a great young coach, and you know, credit the school board at North Pocono for giving a young kid a chance. He had a lot of other people apply for that job, guys that have been around the program, but you know, they offered the job to him, and it's you know, credit them for stepping outside the box a little bit.
Referees tonight will be Tim Lavelle, Tim Walsh, and Bob Craig. So we're finally ready for some basketball here at a beautiful facility at North Pocono High School. I'm sure there's some butterflies with the kids. They've been out here for a half hour.
Yeah.
They warmed up
Yeah, it's hard.
in front of almost a full house here.
It's a great crowd for a girls' game.
Shawzik against Kineski. We are underway in the 10th annual Pink Game. Kowalski run the show, man-to-man from North Pocono. Kowalski's downtown, hits the back of the rim. Shawzik rebounds.
Shawzik's strength right there. She's out. She's after the ball. She goes for it. She's just got to finish that shot.
So the sophomore Montana will run the show. Looks like
A 2-3 zone for Abington. We're going to try a little high-low. We're going to screen the post and seal to the middle.
Ruby on the outside, number 11. Of course, both teams wearing the pink uniforms tonight. North Pocono in the white, Abington in the pink.
They're going to screen the zone. They're doing a lot of screening of the zone. A lot of teams don't do that. They like to screen the zone. Their high post is really wide open. They got a flash opposite there, and they'll get a good look.
Gahan tried to get the baseline. Nice dish to Kineski.
Just couldn't finish. What a great play, though.
Kowalski, first foul of the game.
Right. See, I'm letting her go left to prove she can score. I'm not committing a foul there. Lila's a tremendous athlete. She's just got to have the ability to take her athleticism and transfer it to the basketball court. But she's a really good athlete.
Deanna Klingman, 3rd season with Abington Heights. No score here early on in this Lackawanna League tilt. Try to dish it inside at Shawzik.
Yep. Too many people around. I think you got to kick that to a guard and have him knock down a three-point shot. But again, I like the fact they're trying to get Cassie involved early, and that's key.
Ruby now working around. Backcourt going to be called. No one tipped that one, so it goes over to Abington Heights.
Again, that's one of those turnovers we were talking about. It was an unforced error. You know what I mean? That's what you got to not allow. You got to take care of the basketball.
North Pocono, a very young team, though.
Yeah. And again, that's where the guards got to grow and mature.
There's a turnover.
Yep. Good defense by Pahonic.
Still looking for our first points. We have a couple fouls, though. This one will go against Kowalski, her first.
You just got to pick the ball up there. You're dribbling and they're coming at you to double team. Pick the ball up and pass it out. I think what we're seeing is a little too much dribbling right now. One or two dribbles into a gap. Move the ball a little bit quicker. You're going to get open shots. A lot of sideways dribbling going on right now. Look at the high key. Look at the high post. They just need to flash somebody in there, and they're going to get something out of that. There it is. Good defense by Shaza, keeping her hands straight up. Sharon's got to be shot ready on that. She's got a shorter girl on her. She's got nice size, just elevate and shoot.
So a couple fouls, more turnovers than we have points, still scoreless.
At this point, I may call a timeout. Deanna's over there telling them to calm down. And again, there's a lot of emotions right now. And it's really hard sometimes to get out here and do some things.
This is an important game in District 2. They're both in the 5A division.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's an important game.
Abington is top of that. Off the mark from Ruby. Shazik the rebound.
But that's where the ball needs to go. See, you got to see, just keep her going left.
Houlihan in the corner. Thought about it. Still tough man-to-man from the Trojans.
Nice. Cassie Seal's really nice. She's got to be able to turn and finish. I'd like to see her go up with two hands instead of one to control this ball a little bit better.
Ruby gets the Trojans on the board.
Kind of fitting to her, with especially what's going on with her family. Oh, they got people wide open. Nobody defensively, they look confused.
Albright, easy laying.
Yeah.
Now things open up, get the butterflies out. Now you're playing basketball.
Yep. Again, another turnover that's just not a good turnover.
Kowalski puts you in the pace. They're going to get a foul.
They got a block.
On the floor.
Again, you got to get her going to the left side of the floor.
So Gahan picks up her second, team's second. Last time these two teams met, about a year ago. Abington won by 12 over North Pocono, 48-36.
So that's a value Cassie. She can dribble right or left. And it was a really good pass. Aaron Albright missed a shot, but it was a really good kick out. Nice pass.
Layups are not going in. Kowalski setting against a screen. Takes it in and goes in and out.
Yep, that easily could have been her second foul too. The referee passed on it. Krenna Cole in the game. She's a really good three-point shooter. She's only a freshman. She's on my JV hoop squad, my younger kids.
She's number 21. She
got
has the
to
ball.
stop and shoot that. It's a foul line jumper.
I'm sure you'll tell her about it, Coach.
Yeah. She's got to get her shoulders square, get in the lane. That's Cassie's value. A lot of kids would have just taken that to the basket. She was smart enough to slow it down, getting their set offense.
I was impressed with her three-point shooting the other night.
So there it is. They cleared out the whole right side for her. And I don't know if we can get a replay of that. But they cleared out the whole right side, and she's going to go to her right hand.
So timeout on the floor.
There
we come back. Kowalski would try to complete the three-point play. 4-2 is the score. Abington over North Pocono. Back for the 10th annual Pink Game. Now, nice crowd on hand. The students from North Pocono welcoming their team. So we come back. It will be Hannah Kowalski on the line. 62% foul shooter. She'll try to complete the three-point play. And she does.
Yep, good finish by Hannah. Good ball movement by North Pocono. If they swing it now, they're going to get a shot on the weak side. Instead of another turnover on the baseline.
This is the freshman Marion. Back to the senior.
See, Koneski automatically takes it to the outside rather than keep the ball in the middle, so she has 2 lanes to pass to. The other thing, North Pocono has started all their offense to the right side of the floor.
Look inside and
Nice
finally
finish.
get a
Great
layup.
pass by Jenna Montana. Isbana gets to the baseline and comes back and scores. Now sit on her right hand and make her keep going left.
Houlihan's left shot off the back of the rim. Montana. Ruby has it.
One more. They're going to get a shot. There it is. Good ball movement by North Pocono. Bohannick's an excellent rebounder and inside player.
Another rebound and a foul. Great board work from the Trojans, and they'll try to get that and convert it into points.
Yeah. The one thing about Abington is their guards are going to have to rebound the ball. That's 2 offensive rebounds in that possession. You can't give them that many extra shots.
So Koneski will go to the line, 62% foul shooter on the year. Hits the first. Her high this year came against Honesdale. She scored 19 in that game.
Right, that's really unusual because they usually don't. They spread their points around so much. Very rarely does anybody get that high number of score. She missed that one off the back of the iron.
Tied at 5. Quickly. Dawson couldn't get it to go, but Kowalski's there.
Right, but see, you got to make her go left, and that's the key. Shazi kept that one alive, so another offensive rebound. Both teams are relying on offensive rebounds. Don't one dribble. Lauren Tully in the game for the first time, number 22.
Tully, a sophomore for the Comets.
Oh,
right
idea. Just needs to be a better pass.
Girl walking up the aisle with the Gatorade got taken out by the ball.
Yeah, it just needs to be a little better pass.
Yep. Again, a lot of turnovers here early on.
Right. That's been the MO for both these teams all year. They just turn the ball over too much. Love the gap dribble. Montana's good. That's a good shot for her. She didn't finish that. I just wish North Pocono would swing the ball side to side a little bit quicker. They can get a lot of shots on that weak side where they can throw the ball to the baseline where Izzy Pahana can get it and do something with it. They got to attack this now. They're going to get a layup if they attack it. See, got to get the ball in the middle.
Jazik, high shot, no good.
Pitch it ahead.
Pocono trying to take their first lead of the evening.
They just have to flash somebody to that middle. They need to put there. And Konansky's there. Polo just went in there. Look at her. Now get out of the lane. There it is. Good. They're in that matchup. If you overload the one side and get somebody in the high post, you're going to get any shot you want. Tully's got to shoot that. She passed the ball inside to someone who wasn't going to get a better shot. She was being too closely guarded. Sometimes closer is not better. There's, for example, closer not being better. She needs to shoot that.
So again, the Trojans take the lead at the end of the first quarter. Brianna Ruby, the junior, has the ball. Working around.
They skip out of this. Nice, there it is. That's where the ball needs to go in that short corner.
Koneski with a nice cut. Pays off. She has 3 points. Hence the Trojans, who will lead the Comets after the first quarter, 7-5. Aaron now with some more special guests as we have our 10th annual Pink Game for the Foundation for Cancer Care. Aaron?
That's right, Bob. Joining me now, 2 special guests from the Breast Care Center at Delta Medics. We have Dr. Susan Somerton and Dr. Christine Kelly. First, let's talk about mammograms. Over 100 mammograms paid for by the Foundation for Cancer Care here tonight. How important is that? What does that mean to you?
Mammography is the most important test a woman can have. when looking for breast cancer. And the fact that 100 women can have a free mammogram is such a gift to the community. It's the first step in detecting breast cancer, and every woman should have one.
Talk to me about the new technology. I know there's 3D imaging now.
Right, so in the olden days when I was training, we had regular mammograms that gave you limited information. Now we have three-dimensional mammograms, and they allow me to look very closely at the deep tissues that otherwise used to be hidden. And now we can find breast cancers earlier with that new technology.
That's great. And Dr. Kelly, after somebody has a mammogram, if something is found, what is their next step?
Well, then following that, if there's enough irregularity that maybe they need a biopsy, then we make those arrangements. We try to do that with a minimally invasive technique so you don't have a lot of stuff to go through. And then make that diagnosis. Then the next step is to arrange a treatment plan. So if it turns out that we have a breast cancer, then there are several steps we need to go through where we talk it over. But they're going to need some treatment. They're going to need some help. That includes surgery, sometimes some medical therapy like chemotherapy or biologic treatments, and then sometimes radiation therapy. All of that rocks a woman's world, and they need help. And that's where the foundation comes in. Because not only psychologically is it very supportive, but in addition, all those little niggly bits that you need money for, your gas card, and to be able to get to your appointments and pay your co-pays, all that kind of stuff, for those women who can't manage that, the foundation helps them. It's very valuable.
Ladies, thank you so much for stopping to chat.
You're welcome. Happy to do it.
Bob?
Thank you, ladies. When we were away, foul on the floor against the Comets. Went against Tully, Maria Tully, and at the line shooting a couple is Izzy Bohanic. 80% shooter, missed the first though.
Nice form, though. I'm surprised she didn't get either of them. Again, they're really attacking that baseline. That's where North Pocono is putting the ball, and they're doing a good job of it. Nice move.
They will count it. So Cassie Jazik to the line, complete the three-point play.
Yeah, Cassie's probably better going left than right. I mean, she just caught the ball on the high post and rolled right to the basket for a left-handed layup. She split two defenders. She's really strong. She lifts, she works out. She's a strong player. She's solid. Her one struggle all year has been the foul line. Yeah, North Pocono's made a real effort now to get that high-low action. They just missed Izzy. If they'd look past the high and look low, they're going to get it right there. They got to look right in that high. Someone's got to run there. Someone's got to get in there.
North Pocono averaging just over 41 points per game on the season, while Abington giving up right around the 40-point mark. So as Coach said, it should be a low-scoring game. It's been low-scoring after just one quarter here.
There, that's where the ball needs to go. Now, if they give one more pass, they're going to have a three-point shot on the weak side.
Steph Montana will set it up, call out a play.
Little ball screen.
Down low and then double teamed.
Nice play. That was designed to reverse the ball out of the post for a three-point shot. Really good set there.
Jazik, good
Great
job
pass.
running the floor.
But how about the catch? I mean,
Yeah.
the pass was great, but it had to come with a really good catch, and it did. But again, you let her dribble up with her right hand. I'm sitting on her right hand, making her do everything left-handed.
Another unforced turnover. We'll have a couple subs come in for the Comets.
One of the problems with these, they're all penetrating well, but they never get their shoulders turned to who they're passing to. So as they're passing, the shoulders are facing the basket, so they're actually lifting as they're passing. They need to get their shoulders turned to who they're passing to. That'll put the ball on a more straighter line.
And knowing that, mostly done in practice, right? If you have to practice, maybe off-season work.
I'm sure they work on it, but what happens is you get speeded up in the game, and that's the downfall. All of a sudden the game gets a little bit faster, you speed up, and you stop doing those little things. Nice play. She's got to shoot that. All right, she's got the drive, though. Where's no help defense? All right.
Pump fake from Houlihan.
Yep. Got to question where the help defense is on that. That should never happen. No one should get a straight line drive to the basket in a half-court defense.
North Pocono trying to counter with the three-point shot. No good. Largest lead of the evening for Abington. Trying to extend that now.
Oh, good slip. Wow, good play. Good read by Kowalski. Shazik's going over like she's going to set the screen. The girl steps up high to hedge, and she just slips it right to the basket. Nice play by the two senior veterans on the team.
5th team foul on North Pocono with Pahanic, her second.
See, if we're back here in 2 years, that's the stuff you'll see the North Pocono guards doing. That's something that's learned over time. It's not something that just happens when you're a young guard.
Better form and makes 2 for Shazic. She's the leading
good
scorer.
Shot.
She's 6.
I'm surprised she misses so many foul shots. She got a good looking shot. They decided to put 2 people in the high post now.
Abington still in that zone.
Yep.
But you think North Pocono's had good looks though at the basket, just not making them?
They haven't made them. Like, that's where they need to attack right there. So I like that. She got away with carry.
Ruby.
It was
Oh,
a
good.
little long for them. But I love, again, another good offensive possession. Just got to finish shots.
Pop stop, nothing for Houlihan. And Corey Vivano's going to call timeout.
And I think he's very happy with their transition defense.
Stay right here. Going to be a full. And we'll have our immediate timeout under 4.
Please visit the concession stand for our special pink ribbon pretzels. And at halftime, the half-court shot will be $1.
So we talked about the district, and both teams are right in that top 5A District 2 ladies. And you see Abington, Crestwood, Wallen, Paulpack, West Scranton, North Pocono, and Valley West.
Yeah, again, this is it's a big game, especially for North Pocono to try to raise that average. And this is a game that could help them because Abington has had some good wins against some good teams. So when you have good wins against good teams, you get more rating points, especially if you beat that team. So you know what I mean. So this is a good opportunity for North Pocono if they can win this game to actually gain some extra points and move up.
Comments are the defending champions in that division. Can anybody upset them? Or think it's more a little bit more wide open?
Yeah, I think it's kind of wide open.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them. Obviously, the Division III's proven it's wide open. Redeemer losing this week to Pittston, the Holy Cross losing twice, Dunmore starting to play well, Mid Valley with the upset, Riverside with the upset. 3A is going to be fantastic.
So after the timeout from North Pocono,
they just should eat this high post area up. That's a shot there.
There we go.
That's Colo's game right there. She gets ready to shoot threes. She'll knock them down.
Freshman Colo, first 2 of the game. She averages just about 4. Knocked away, but right into the hands.
Did she get an assist for that?
I don't know. The awaiting comment. Looked like Albright.
Yeah, it was Albright. She's totally a garbage player. She gets a lot of rebounds, makes stuff happen in there. See, there it is. That's where the sweet spot is in this zone.
Having tonight's foul charge number 30, Sharon Houlihan, her first team score.
Timeout on the floor, 5-point lead for the visitors from Abington Heights in the 10th annual Pink Game. It's the first year North Pocono has done the Pink Game, and they've done it right. Some balloons out in the foyer as people walked in. Programs to sell. They're selling T-shirts. And they're also doing a little 50-50 action up there, all raising money for the Foundation for Cancer Care. Nice job by them. Did you get any wing bites, by the way? I did not.
I did not.
I did not. So back on the floor, North Pocono shooting a couple foul shots. It's actually
Colo
Colo.
made the first. Now she's going for the second. She's a really good shooter. I'd love to see her shore her defense up. She could be a really, really good high school player.
She's just a freshman, coach.
Yeah, just a freshman. She needs to put in some attentive to the defensive end. She could have a special career at North Pocono.
You feel like North Pocono's a team on the rise? So young?
I do. They're
They have
young.
the talent?
Yep. I think they were in a zone that time, huh?
For the tie.
She can shoot.
Montana's 31st. Three of the season.
If you're Abington, you can't be happy with your transition defense. I think both teams' transition defense have let them down so far. Little zone by North Pocono, try to take away that drive.
5-0 run from the Trojans after the media timeout.
And it's actually 8-0, right? Because the Colo 3
15 to
before
10.
That, yeah, but before that, though, it's 15-7.
Yep.
Nice, good. One more. There she is. And that's your game, though. Good decision by Ruby. See, again, Kowalski always do it right. Oh, one more pass. There it is.
Out. Shawzik downtown, no good.
Nice rebound by Albright. That's what she does. That's her value to the team. Now the cut. And Shawzik in for a left-handed layup. Great play. Albright getting the rebound and finding Shawzik cutting.
8 for the senior. Breaks the run from North Pocono.
Yeah, they got to, again, put the ball in the high post area, collapse that defense, kick it out if you have to. Good defense by Kowalski. She's a solid player.
Knocked away.
Oh, how don't they get that?
Montana again, no good.
Good box out by Marion. Really nice box out. She's got to kick it up now. There it is.
Houlihan for 3. On the floor, and a quick 30-second timeout called to retain the possession from North Pocono.
30-second timeout.
I don't know if I would have taken that timeout.
That's a tough one to lose, right?
Yeah. I mean, the possession arrow is yours. I think I would have just went for the jump ball or tried to pass it to somebody. But again, youth, inexperienced freshmen. I'll tell you now, both of these teams are relatively young. Now, obviously, you know, Abington, little, which losing Shawzik and Hannah Kowalski. But they have some really good young players, solid players who are only going to get better. And obviously North Pocono, I mean, they're only starting one senior and only one, the one person they played off the bench has been Corena Colo. So, again, they really have a bright future. And as long as Corey Valvano keeps doing the things he's doing, they're going to be fine and they're going to get better all the time.
Well, after the timeout last time, we had the immediate timeout. North Pocono went off on a little run.
Right.
Let's see if that can happen again.
Yep. They're screening that zone like crazy at this point. But that's not going to make it right there. You got to know who you're driving into. You're driving into Cassie Shots. What, she had 5 blocks a game, 3-4 blocks a game?
Yep, 2.8. Yep. Here we look at it again, Coach.
Yeah, that's not, you're not going
right
there.
into the camera. Look out. Oh, almost hit us. Well, Joe's all right under there. Looks all right.
Yeah, he looks all right. He's smiling. I think some of the fans are giving him a little business.
Well, they should.
Yeah, see, she's got to shoot that. I don't know if we can get that replay that, but the foul line is wide open. You got to look to stop there and make that shot. Now, once they come guard you, make the extra pass. But your first look should be to shoot there.
Just about 1 minute to play, first half in the 10th annual Pink Game, but also big game in the Lackawanna League and District 2.
Right, that's the good pass to Skip. One more quickly and you get a shot. There it is.
2 from downtown from Montana.
And that's the way to move the ball. Side to side, use a skip every once in a while. It's going to lead to a shot because the Abington rotations are a little slow.
Freshman Marion can't make that one off the backboard. It's been a little game of runs. You expected that.
Yeah, it's going to be a game of runs. And again, whoever has the biggest run or the last run is going to win the game. I think it's going to be a close game all the way through. Coach V's going for the last shot. course, that's not my style. You know that,
No,
Bob. You
no,
followed
no.
us.
Keep it going.
We would have 40 seconds. We could have got 3 shots up when I was coaching. There it is. Good skip. One more. There it is. Good basketball. Excellent
Hey, they made it,
basketball
too.
by North Pocono. Again, Abington needs to look at their rotations.
Gahan, her first 2.
Oh, look at that hustle by Shazi.
Wow, at the end.
That's what she brings to the table. Everyone else stopped playing as that shot went up. She kept playing. That's why she's special. That's why she's a college player right there.
So at the half, it's the North Pocono Trojans who lead Abington Heights 20-19 in the 10th annual Pink Game. When we come back, we'll speak to both coaches and find out what they did to fundraise for the Foundation for Cancer Care.
Welcome back to halftime here at North Pocono High School. Thanks so much for joining us for the 10th annual Pink Game tonight here on MyTV WQMY. I'm joined now by both teams, both head coaches and the captains. Let's start with Coach Klingman. 10 years. Can you believe it's been that long?
No, this event started 10 years ago. I was actually coaching in college, but one of my friends, Vince Buccarelli, he was the first one that got this ball rolling up at Abington Heights 10 years ago.
Talk to me about getting this going with North Pocono. It's their first year. How'd you get involved?
Well, last year, Abington Heights was raising funds for the Foundation for Cancer Care, and I saw Corey at one of our games, and I asked him if he would like to partner with us this year, and he was kind enough to say, yes, we'd love to do it. I can't tell, how fortunate we are. We're very humbled and grateful that North Pocono and the Abington Heights community came together to really help out the Foundation for Cancer Care.
And the Foundation for Cancer Care, this is their biggest fundraiser of the year, and they are so grateful for that. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think it's great not just for us as teams, but also for our schools and our community to be able to give back to the community and help out. And the girls did a terrific job of raising funds throughout, probably the last 2 months.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Erin.
Let's move on to Coach Valvano. Talk to me about your involvement. This is your first year. How excited were the girls and the community to get involved?
Yeah, we're very humbled and very fortunate to be a part of this event. As soon as Coach Klingman asked us, it was an immediate yes. We've seen the success that this game has had, and like I said, we're very, very fortunate to be a part of it, and our girls have done a great job, and I can't thank Abington Heights for allowing us to be a part of this event.
What kind of things have they done this week to prepare? I know there was a luncheon where both teams actually got together, right?
Yes, there was a luncheon this last Sunday, and as soon as Abington walked in, you can feel that it was just one team gathering together to support one common cause. And we've sold a lot of T-shirts, both teams, and raised funds throughout various fundraising events.
What would you like people to take away from watching this game here tonight?
Just to be grateful for each and every day that you're given. Going through this event, you learn that nothing is easy, nothing can be taken granted for throughout your life. So take it one day at a time, and make it every day the most important day.
Well, thanks so much for joining me, both teams. We'll be right back here on MyTV WQMY.
Back courtside for the 10th annual Pink Game between Abington Heights and North Pocono. At the half, 1-point lead for the Trojans, 20-19. Well, you mentioned the runs, back and forth they went. Just 5-point leads, the largest lead. That's by the Comets tonight. But I think a good job by the Trojans to weather that and get back into the game, John.
Yeah, they took care of the ball towards the end of the second half. Every time they get the ball in that high post area or the short corner, that's the sweet spot against the Abington zone. If they put the ball there consistently, they could have a lot of success.
Let's take a look at some first half highlights. This is Ruby getting things started for North Pocono.
Right, again, where was the shot taken from? Albright with a good run out. Good drive by Hannah, good finish. But again, going to her right hand.
Yep.
That ends up being a three-point play. Nice play right there by Montana. And again, catching in the short corner for Pahanik. There's the short corner again, cut. And Koneski got that one. The run out, great catch, good pass, great catch.
Shazik. Leading scorer tonight, she has 10.
Right, there it is, left-hand drive. That's not acceptable. To get a straight line drive to the basket. There again, the ball's in that high post area.
Colo.
I think that was Colo knocking down the three. She came in and was instant offense for him. There's the good, well, I don't know if we're going to call it a pass by Shazik, but it ended up in Albright's hand for a layup. Again, ball in the middle, swing to the three-point line, and Montana knocks it down. Nice finish by Shazik. Probably could have gotten in one there. Referee chose to pass, which is fine.
Well, she's been all the offense.
Right.
For the Comets with 10 points. Albright has 4, Houlihan 2, 3 for Kowalski, and that's the scoring for Abington Heights. For North Pocono, it's pretty well balanced, as it always is. Their leading scorer is Montana. She's got those 2 threes.
Yep. And again, I think the key was Colo. Colo has 5, I think. She had the 3 and the 2 foul shots. So again, so you're looking at they have what, 20 points. 11 of them have come from a combined between a freshman and a sophomore. So again, I like their future.
Again, winding down the season here. Here's what Abington Heights has left this season. Western Wayne, West Scranton, and then good game at the end against Scranton.
That's going to have implications on their seeding for the District 5.
Yep.
That's going to have implications. They really need the last 2 games. West Scranton and Scranton are going to have implications there.
For North Pocono, they actually have a game Saturday against Liberty. It's on their schedule.
Right.
And then
hopefully the
the
weather cooperates and get it in.
Yeah, I mean, Saturday, who knows? Sunday's the weather.
Right. Wild Paw Pack's the game there. That's the key game for them. And again, that's kind of guidance. Hopefully, they can play well going, and that will lead them right into the districts.
Second half keys, Coach?
I'd say for North Pocono, keep doing what you're doing. Get the ball in the high post, get the ball in the short corner. For Abington, get their defensive rotations down a little bit better so you take away that shot from the wing. Offensively for Abington, keep getting shots at the ball. Love to see Hannah Kowalski get more involved. And defensively for North Pocono, get the ball out of Shazik's hands.
So again, both teams wearing the pink. Abington Heights has the pink uniforms on. North Pocono in the home white, draped with pink lettering. Hannah Kowalski will flip it around to the freshman Marion. She sets and shoots way off the mark.
Yeah, that's Albright's game right there, keeping it alive.
It goes over to the Trojans.
Right. See, here's the problem. When they don't have a third scorer for Abington, that's when they struggle. Sharon Houlihan needs to step up this half and make some shots because, again, they need a third scorer.
Junior Ruby bringing over to the left-hand side. Double screen.
Looks like Abington's gone out of the zone and gone to man-to-man, which is, I like that move.
A one-handed floater.
But she gets her own rebound.
Yeah, got her own
Another
rebound.
offensive rebound. Lila Gaughan's a tough kid. The shot was ill-advised, but then she went and got 2 offensive rebounds. She needs a jump stop there and go up and see. Down, she misses the short one inside, but she keeps working. She actually knocked the ball out of her own player's hand, but that's the way she plays.
Again, North Pocono used 2 timeouts in that first half, so they have just 3 remaining.
I like the man-to-man. I like the switch. I think Deanna, that's a really good job by Deanna. I just wish they'd put a little more pressure on the ball. This is the second time they let her drive. I don't know who Koneski thought it was for. You got to assume every pass is for you. I think a little confusion on Abington as far as what they want to run against this zone. It's a 1-3-1 zone. They need to split the top.
So both teams switching up on the defensive side.
Nice little set.
She can hit, though. She hit a couple against Scranton Prep the other night.
Nice little set. I love the way Abington's one of the few teams in the league that play inside out. They throw the ball inside to throw it out. Oh, good take by Ruby. She's got to shoot that.
Yeah, it looked open to me.
Right, you're 12 feet in the lane. You did your job. You got to the lane. Now you got to score it.
You think, from what you're saying, I hear tonight, not enough players looking for their shots.
Yeah. I know you want to run the offense, and the coach wants to run the offense, but, sometimes in the offense, your best shot is the one you have. See, she could have crossed over and went to her left hand there. Nice play.
They
Yeah,
work
that's
it
a
in.
great play by Pahanik. I love when Pahanik has the ball. I love when Pahanik has the ball. I think a lot of really, really good things happen because, you know what she does? She doesn't waste her dribble. It's one or two dribbles, gets her somewhere. People play her, she passes. If they don't play her, she's putting it up and scoring. She really knows how to limit her dribbles to be more successful.
Pahanik has had 12 points against Delaware Valley this season. That's her season high for North Pocono. 3-point advantage for the Trojans. They get the rebound. They have numbers if they want to push.
Nice.
They get it inside.
See that one dribble?
Couldn't get it to go, Koneski.
It's really nice when your center can bring the ball up. Oh, that's deep.
11.
Good
Felt
box
like she
out.
had room, yeah. It was staying with the Comets.
Yep. I think this is a really good substitution. Hannah Hughes can knock down shots. I'd like to see her get a little sweat up and get a shot. I think she can knock it down. So I like the substitution of Hannah Hughes.
Back over to Hughes. Not going to get too warmed up.
No, again, she wasn't on balance, but I like the fact that she came in and that's where they look to go. Again, I know you're man-to-man, but you have to know who your matchups are. And I think when they sub, they didn't communicate that through.
You talk about that a lot, I know. It's a game of matchups.
Right.
You have to take advantage of those.
Right. You can't come under her. If you come under her, she's going to make that. She's going to shoot that.
And then she's going to get called for the foul.
And that's scouting. You got to know ahead of time who you're guarding and what the makeup of the scout is there. And the scout with Jenna Montana is don't come under, go chase her over the top. So now they're trying to get organized in the 1-3-1, and I don't know, does Koneski belong up top? Or does she think she's man-to-man? All right, she's just dropping back to the 1-3-1. I like that. I like the size, the length. Someone's got to drive a gap here. Someone's got to drive a gap.
Go ahead and actually picked up the foul for the Trojans. That's her third. That was the team first.
Yeah, you're allowed to bring Colo in. You're allowed to bring Colo in and a little more offensive, but can she defend as good as gone? That's the question. Look at Albright didn't even look at the basket.
He was cut to the middle. They didn't see her. Marion going to
Nice
force
take.
it and go to the line.
Foul by number 25, Izzy Pahanik, her third, team second. Claire Marion to the line to shoot two.
She's got nice form. I just think I wish she'd work on shooting the ball a little bit quicker in game situations. When she's allowed to go to the line, take her dribbles and everything, she's a really good shooter. I just think she has to be a little bit better in game situations. And that's
Shot
nice
those
form.
pretty good.
That's what I mean. It's just a game situation. I think she gets sped up. But again, only a freshman. That'll come in time.
1 point advantage. Just 5 points scored in this quarter. 3 for North Pocono, 2 for Abington Heights.
Love the man. I thought that was a great change. As long as they know who they're guarding. Nice move by Koneski. Good defense, those shots. She's so long and she keeps her hands straight up.
Trap.
May want to get a timeout, burn at 30. Now Kowalski's got it over. Nice decision. There it is.
That was Marion.
Yep.
That's 11 threes on the season for her. Her first
She scored the last
tonight.
5 points. Again, a game of runs. I think they need to reorganize here. They need to get organized and get set.
Abington's first
So he's
lead
got
since about midway through that third quarter. So we'll take a timeout. 2:54 remaining in the third. The Comets now lead by 2. Back to North Pocono High School, checking out some of the awards around the high school. Beautiful high school upstairs. They have their own
Gym's
store.
gorgeous.
And
it's unbelievable. They just need to get cell phone service.
yeah,
Other than that,
working on that.
It's wonderful. Oh, you got to throw a harder pass than that. Good
Marion runs it
defense.
down. Hughes to the rack.
Nobody back. They're going to get a layup. Oh!
And a hard foul by Kowalski.
All right.
And that
Colo
means
was able to make it.
Here you go, Coach.
Oh, wow. Nothing free.
Well,
I like
Kowalski
it.
plays hard.
I like it. Nothing free. Got to earn it.
Things start to heat up here at North Pocono.
I like it.
Senior showing the freshman how to play a little bit. You're not going to get anything easy. And she's
Love
going to
the
step back
Love
three.
the inside out. Love the inside out. They just need to keep attacking now. There it is. Good pitch. You ready to shoot? Oh, see that one dribble? See what I mean? Everything's one dribble. Everything leads to a better possession. Love Pahanik's game. That's an ill-advised pass.
We're getting a little bit up and down flow to this game for
Nice
the first
pull
time.
up. Very nice. First one who pulled up in front of Shazik instead of going at her. Cassie's telling her to slow down. Senior leadership.
One thing about Abington, they don't care who brings the ball up. They all seem like they handle the ball very well.
I just wish they'd throw passes harder. Like that. That's a good hard pass. There's another good hard pass.
No foul. Shazik wanted it.
Nice rebound by Albright. Kicks it out.
Out to Hughes.
Yep. They're really struggling to find another shooter.
Deanna Klingman going to call timeout, I think.
Yeah, she wanted a timeout.
Full timeout. Stay right here, but she's going to talk to the referees first. Didn't like something.
Well, she wanted a timeout earlier, but I think the ref felt the girl was in her motion to shoot, so he didn't grant it. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. Giving the North Pocono guys giving Aaron a little shout out.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Chant of Aaron Dugan here. She is our third member of our crew tonight. We'll hear from her at the end of this quarter, I believe, and then have our players of the game. But right now, tied at 24, 1:29 left in the third quarter. Maybe coming in, I thought maybe the Comets coach had a little bit of advantage. They play in a tougher division, but I give a lot of credit to the Trojans the way they played tonight.
North Pocono is good. Again, they're just young. See, this is the key segment for them. They always, the first three quarters, usually good stuff happens. Can they maintain it through the fourth? And I think that's key. They either get down early and they don't recover, or the games are close and then it kind of slips for them in the fourth quarter. So I think this is like a really important possession for North Pocono to get a stop. Especially coming off the timeout. I love the substitution, Rachel McDonald in the game. See, when they put Rachel in the game, she become the point guard, and Hannah can go off the ball a little bit. They got to skip. All right, good decision.
Marion.
Yep.
Hey, good things happen when you drive. That's
right,
what I say.
that's it. You know, I don't know if it's a great call, but, you know, good things happen when you drive. I don't think Coach Valvano is very happy with it, but that's okay. Now, again, good shooter at the foul line if you're Abington. But I love the McDonald substitution. Just from a personnel standpoint, it allows you to move Hannah Kowalski off the ball a little bit.
I mean, coming in, Marion, I had her at a 46% foul shooter, but she's a lot better at 4 for 4 tonight.
My God, and they're perfect. They're marvelous looking. This man-to-man is really upset taking North Pocono out. It was a great coaching move by Coach Klingman coming out of the halftime.
You surprised North Pocono went to 1-3-1?
A little bit, you know, but again, I think he wasn't happy they were getting too many straight line drives. Oh, what a block. Good rebound by Koneski.
Marion's having a great third quarter, the freshman.
It's a good shot. Anytime you go from inside to outside, it's a good shot. Because that's the way most kids practice shooting. Someone stands underneath the basket, they pass it out. That's the way most kids practice. So anytime you get an inside-outside possession, it's good.
Well, it was a 1-point advantage at the half for North Pocono, but right now it's the Comets who have the 2-point lead.
Nice play.
Jazik has not scored in this half. She had 10 at the half.
Good play. Good rebound by Colo.
And Marion's going to be called for the foul.
Ill-advised foul. I guess not. I mean, how many team fouls? That's only their third.
Yeah.
So.
The first, actually. First or second.
Oh, okay.
Marion's first, team second. So
they're going to get something over the top here.
There you go.
Nice take by Bahana.
Good
block by Jazik. Yeah, I like the over the top. I like that a lot. Yeah, there it is. But a little better pass would have led to going to the basket, but look at that. There is one dribble again. Very pedestrian-like Bahana.
Rahubi took the shot. Kowalski looking for the last second, maybe fouled there.
No, got to walk.
Got to walk.
Again, I think she's good going left. I don't know if she can score going left. You know, there's a difference between being able to go left and be able to score going left. Oh, I don't think it was going to count anyways.
At the end of the third, it almost went in. So 3 quarters in the book in the 10th annual Pink Game. It's the Comets over the Trojans by 2.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the Pink Game at North Pocono as the Trojans take on Abington Heights. Joining me now, a familiar face and a friend to Fox 56 Sports, Kathy McDonald, a.k.a. Lovey. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, Erin. Hi, Lovey.
So tell me about your connection to tonight's game.
Well, first of all, we're from the Abington area. My daughter's actually playing this year, so it means a lot to her, and it means a lot to me. She was gun-ho coming out here for the JV game, and she's getting some varsity time, which I'm very happy about. So,
this cause is so special to you. Hits so close to home. Can you tell us why?
Well, I'm a second-time cancer survivor. Last year I was with you. I was bald, and I had to wear my bandanas. But this year I have a lot of hair, and it means a lot because the Cancer Care Foundation actually helped me understand my insurance. And they also paid like 2 of my bills as well when I went through Delta Medics, which was wonderful. And they literally helped me really understand the insurance, because the insurance is tough to understand, especially when you're going through stuff like this. So.
It's like those little things that people don't realize.
No,
right?
oh no. I mean, there's all the way down to, what is it? Not even co-pays, but not even that. Like your deductible, but then when that's done, you got to do a 70-30. Like you're always paying out, so it's crazy. But they've been wonderful, and they have helped me tremendously. So, and I'm glad it's going to a good cause.
We were just speaking before about how much this Pink Game has grown. What can you say about tonight and how much money they raised?
$35,000. Yay! So very exciting.
I'll let you get back to watching your daughter. I know you're nervous.
Is she out there? Oh, yeah, she is. Number 15. Bye, lovies.
Bye, lovies.
Oh, God, I love that lady.
Yeah.
She's the best. My
Good
God.
job, Kathy. We should bring her on the crew.
She's wonderful.
Sign her up.
All right, back to the game. Tough call on Shazik. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, it was tough. Okay, tough. 26-all. We're tied up here. Low-scoring game, as we expected.
That's a
here.
good shot. Come off that screen and look to shoot it. It's a good shot. They got a mismatch here. I don't know if McDonald can guard Gone. I think they should look to get her the ball and let her take her to the basket. She can drive her baseline. See, the ball should really go to the other side and let her drive her baseline. Nice drive and pitch. Bahanik's really good at that.
Ruby got her own rebound.
How does she get her own rebound?
I have no idea.
It's crazy.
Koneski, no good. All come down to this fourth quarter. To the right, Kowalski. Whistles put away the last 2 plays.
Yep. Good defense by Bahanik. See, right now, they should clear her out and let her take her baseline. Use her strength to overmatch the defender.
A spectacular night, maybe even
right now, there
better
it is.
game.
She had her. She shouldn't stop. They need to reset. Yep, good timeout by Coach Valvano. Point guard has to come get the ball.
There's only one left, though.
Yeah, but you got to use it because it was gonna end up being a turnover there.
6:10 left. I believe he's down to 1, according to our calculations, including then our media timeout. We'll stay right here. Yep.
Okay.
Still our timeout under 4. So Corey's going to draw up the play.
Again, I think sometimes you have to play. You run a lot of motion and stuff like that, but sometimes you got to play situational basketball. You got to look to see who has a mismatch and attack that. Right now, I think the biggest mismatch on the floor is Lila Gahn because she's so much physically stronger than the person guarding her. I think you run something to get her the ball where she can try to take the girl one-on-one. Then if you don't, then go into your offense. That's the biggest thing. Again, the difference I see between boys and girls basketball. Boys, sometimes it's a little more situational. You look for those matchups to try to exploit. With the girls, it's kind of like everyone gets the ball and they share a little bit more.
Nice crowd on hand here for the Pink game. Nice to see. They're enjoying a good basketball game on the court.
It's a really good game.
Two good teams that will compete in the 5A District 2 playoffs just a couple of weeks away. Trojan ball. I think they only have one timeout. Blocked away from Shawzik.
She got a ton of blocks tonight. Even the one, the foul they called on her was actually a clean block. So long. Oh, you got to see the ball. Yep.
Have a push on the floor. Both teams now a couple fouls away from 1-1. Fifth team foul on Abington Heights. Second team foul on Albright. Personal foul, I should say.
They should organize. Corey's trying to get them in an offense. There we go. They got the floor spaced really nice.
Not much scoring here in the second half.
Right now, she's got to turn the corner on that and look to attack that. Like the offense. Good shot by Koneski, just couldn't get it.
So Hannah Kowalski, 5'8" senior, run the show. Gets the ball back, top of the key. She'll launch deep. One a little too deep. She's seen a couple tonight from her.
I think she's frustrated because she hasn't been able to get on the board. So I think right now she's pressing a little bit. She just needs to go to her strength, which is more penetration. Nice take by Ruby. And again, you gotta know,
block.
Right, you gotta know who you're going at. It's got to be a pull-up jumper at this point. I think we've only seen one pull-up jumper by a North Pocono player, and I think that's what you need to look at this point.
Get it in.
Another block.
Yeah. Got a hand on that. Shot by Koneski.
Marion with a nice move. Well, Shawzik keeps it alive. Again.
And it will go over to North Pocono.
Cassie just does so many things well. I know she's not really scoring right now for them, but she defends, she rebounds, and that's really what you want out of a player. Point offense comes and goes at times, but you do all the other things, and she does. Nice play.
Throwing away.
I don't know who these. Sometimes I don't know who they think their pass is to. You got to assume every pass is to you. You have to assume that. Someone needs to take it out for Abington.
Marion's going to run over.
There it goes.
I was going to get up and take it out. I was closest.
A little 2-3 zone now. We're out of the 1-3-1, 2-3. They passed to Albright to be a passer. Nice take by Kowalski.
She'll be rewarded.
Yep.
Going to the line to shoot 2, Will Kowalski. Just 3 points for her tonight.
Yep. Again, I love the take. I just wish she would have finished it.
4
She's an unbelievable athlete, Bobby. She's just tremendous. She's a really great soccer player. Her quickness, her first step is really, really good.
She hits both, so Comets finally up 2 after we were locked at 26 for a long time. That was the 4th foul on Pocono.
Oh, that's a big foul then if that's her 4th. Corey's going to roll the dice and stick with her. I'm a little surprised. I'd probably get her out for at least a breather, especially under the 4-minute mark. She'd have the TV timeout plus some time before that. They stand too much when the ball goes on the floor. They really got to learn to move without the ball.
Locked away again, I think.
Good block by Kowalski. No, it was Kowalski
Kowalski
that time. She got her hand in there.
Kowalski's going to run. She'll pop and stop.
That's a bad foul.
And we'll get a timeout on the floor.
Let's see who the foul is on.
After we'll get a foul called, and we'll take our timeout. So, 3:48 remaining in the game. Comets up by 2.
Her third, team's 6th.
Had a good game here at North Pocono High School. The Comets leading the Trojans by 2, 28-26. A great crowd on hand, as expected for the 10th annual Pink Game. Bob Ide and John Bucci here, courtside, enjoying this one.
Full court man by Abington coming out of the timeout. We're going to make Pahanic handle the ball.
Both teams averaging into 40 points. We'll be close.
It's going to be hard to get. They're not going to get to it.
I don't think so.
To it. Unless we go double overtime.
Oh, well. Your lips.
Like it. Oh, she's got to shoot that.
I'm surprised they passed up so many shots.
Yep. Good decision by Rachel McDonald.
Rachel McDonald.
Very good decision. She could have forced the issue, and good decision not to. They need to get a quick swing. One more pass, you got a 3. Oh, she's got to pull the trigger on that. She's a shooter. Shoot. That's a tough catch. That's not a good shot. I think she passed her into a tough shot.
Pocono now going to set it up. Final 3 minutes. 2-point advantage for Abington. Their biggest lead was 5. That came in the first quarter.
Kowalski's picked up the defensive pressure. Montanas has not been able to catch the ball by the 3-point line. She's making her catch it a little farther out. They're looking to go to Pahanic inside. They actually missed her. She had the girl on her back. Nice
blocked
block.
away by Kowalski.
Good athleticism. Everyone there wants a foul. She didn't drive herself in an angle to get a shot. Here it comes right here. So she's going to drive her into an, she's going to force her to an angle where she's outside to get a shot. Now everyone wants a foul, but she's created all that contact herself. So again, you don't reward the offensive player. You reward the defensive player for playing good defense. That's a good job by the referee. And you can't come under that, though. She's got to shoot that. Jenna's got to know when that girl goes under, it's an automatic shot. There's what I'm talking about right there. There's the strength, though. Finally, Gone attacks McDonald and gets her. Now she should come to a 2-foot jump stop and finish that.
Number 15, Rachel McDonald, her first team 7. Line of ball and shoot 2.
And Rach has to know that she can't let her go baseline at 1-4 high set, force it into the middle where there's help.
Ryan, 55% shooter on the year, makes the first, though. Now for the tie. Again, both teams.
This is a good foul shooting tonight.
Both teams did their foul shots to raise money for the Foundation for Cancer Care. That came last week. Over $35,000 raised here.
Shazik had Koneski on her back the whole time, and they never got her the ball. They try to force it into Albright. Koneski comes around for a steal. So good defensive possession by Koneski.
The North Pocono Trojan fans think they could pull out the win.
Nice. They're going to get this lift sooner or later. Right here. They're going to get this first shot. They just square up and look at it. There's the take. Good. Oh, shoot the ball. Good defense by Marion. A little too much sideways dribble. Look for Coach Valvano, maybe take this down and get a timeout and go for the last shot. Oh, they're running horns, so they're going to try a ball screen. Brianna Ruby didn't get to it.
Yeah, ran right through it. Here comes Abington. They play for the last shot.
Montana's just picking up Kowalski. There it is, drive pitch.
Dono got it.
Yep, that's her game right there. That's her game.
How fitting, Rachel McDonald hits a big three.
Yep, Lovey's daughter.
Now, you don't need a three if you're North Pocono, do you?
No, you don't.
They're going to get a foul, and they'll go to the line to shoot two.
Again, there's a difference in the referees. She drove to a bad angle, she gets rewarded. See that? She drives to a bad angle. And I'm not sure who to foul. I guess they got body. I'm not sure. Oh, they got it on Shazik. The foul shooting's really good. All right, so you're North Pocono. You're going to be down one. I'm fouling Shazik if she touches the ball. You still got 3 fouls to give, Bobby. You can be really aggressive. They should be in a man right now. I love the matchup gone on. Oh, timeout by Abington.
Yep, Abington calls timeout. 1 point lead for the Comets. 27 seconds left in this Lackawanna League game. We'll stay right here, and the crowd loving it. We are too. Even though it's low scoring, has been a game of runs. I feel like I have to ask you this, like going back and forth. Shot clock or no shot clock?
Really? Shot clock.
Thank you.
Shot clock.
Well, you've coached both sides.
Yeah,
You've
shot
coached
clock.
Boys and girls.
Never see it, though. You're never going to see it. It's too expensive.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a major
you have to pay
investment.
a guy to shot clock. You have to buy the shot clock, pay someone to run the shot clock. Boys, girls, so they don't even want to use 3 referees sometimes. So you're never going to see it in, again, it's not, look at the school districts are strapped financially and stuff. So, I get it.
27 seconds left. You want to foul? You got to get some quick fouls.
Well, if I'm North Pocono, I'm fouling because you got, again, they put a sub in. Pahonic's in foul trouble, so they're fouling. Carney comes in the game right now, so they're going to foul. I'm surprised they left Cole out there because she has a couple. I'm switching every screen and I'm fouling, not getting beat deep. Colo's got to be careful she doesn't come up too far because Ruby has no idea where she's not even looking at her girl. See, that's the girl, got to foul. So you can't let him get a run out like this.
Mary,
there it is. See, you got to foul. You have fouls to give. You have to foul. Now you don't need a 3. You need a good shot, a drive to the basket. There's a 3 by Colo.
You still need 3 fouls, right? You still need.
Right. You still got one. You still got. Yeah. They're running the ref. They think they're coming down. Good play by Marion. Great pass. Kowalski keeps running the floor. Finishes with her left hand. Again, good job. They have 2 more fouls to give before they can shoot. So they need to face guard, deny everything, and foul right away. See, that can't happen. You got to foul there. But she can't be that open. You got to switch that screen. Take someone off the ball. Put 3 people in the stack defensively. Take her off the ball. Put 3 people in the stack. Switch screens and foul. 15's wide open over here. There it is. Now they got it. 3 people in the stack. So now they put him in the bonus. Kowalski's going to the foul line, who's an excellent shooter.
So Kowalski will go to the line, the senior. She has 6 points tonight, John.
Yep. Again, the biggest basket was the last one because she kept running the floor. These are big.
Hits the first.
So right now it's a 2-possession game. So now if you're North Pocono, you need a 3 and then a timeout. You need a 3 and then you use your last timeout. Watch for Deanna maybe to call a timeout here.
And she does. 7 seconds left, 5-point advantage. Matching the biggest one of the game for Abington Heights. And you said who had the last run? Abington's had that last run. It was tied at 28.
Right.
So you do the math.
Yep.
7-2 run for the Comets, and some of the fans now filing out on just a wonderful night here.
Yeah, it was a great
John,
night.
for the Pink Game. Great program. The singers for the little kids, Moscow Melodies, probably stole the show.
Right. Yeah, and again, look, the basketball's been great. You have two really good teams playing hard, but why we're here is the biggest thing. And I think, again, look, someone's going to be disappointed they lost tonight, but when they go home and they sit down and they think about what they accomplished for so many people in Northeast Pennsylvania, that's going to be what they remember from this. Obviously, you want to win, but you know what? Everyone's a winner tonight, especially the people in Northeast Pennsylvania.
Once again, the Foundation for Cancer Care will take back $35,460. That's almost $10,000 more than they had last year. It's a record-setting year, and next year these two teams will flip-flop, play the game at Abington Heights, and North Pocono loses the ball. So that should just about do it.
It's kind of fitting that they end the game with a turnover. Again, no foul here.
Both teams will head into district play in the 5A class. So that will do it. Abington Heights wins the 10th annual Pink Game. The final score 35-30. When we return, Aaron Dugan will talk to the players of the game.
You're watching Wendy's High School Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
And we are back in North Pocono High School. The Comets pick up their 12th win of the year, and they beat North Pocono 35-30. Aaron Dugan has two players of the game. Aaron?
Bob, let's start with Hannah Kowalski. What an incredible evening. First, let's talk about the game. Very evenly matched two teams.
Yeah, it wasn't our best shooting night that we've had, but I think we did a really good job gutting it out and getting it done tonight, and especially against such a talented team like North Pocono.
And this whole week leading up to this was the big night. You guys pulled it off. Such a success with the two teams. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's really great that North Pocono was able to partner with us to contribute in raising a record high amount of money for such a great cause for so many families, especially locally.
Thank you. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Let's bring in our second player of the game, Cassie Shazik. I'll ask you the same thing. What does this mean to you, seeing such a great turnout and so much money raised?
Yeah, I mean, we all look forward to this game, and we're all so happy to be a part of such a great cause. And, the meaning that it goes back to local families is, even girls on our own team and our own families, they're all touched by it, and it's just really incredible.
And moving on in the season, talk to me about some things you guys maybe want to work on or focus on now heading into postseason.
I think our shooting percentage, especially after tonight, again, like Hannah said, we didn't make the outside shots, but we gutted it out, taken to the basket, and just with our defense. So, yeah.
Girls, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron, and congratulations to the Comets, Hannah and Cassie, for joining us. So I know one team doesn't want to lose. Unfortunately, that's just the way sports is, Coach, but a great night overall.
Like I said, everybody's a winner tonight, and that's the way we have to look at this. And the biggest winner are the people of Northeast Pennsylvania. $35,000 raise to be used for multiple people to help them survive what they're going through. So, again, everyone's a winner. Unfortunately, someone is walking out here a loser, but they're all winners.
These two teams, again, will be headed to the District 2 5A playoffs. And it was a game of runs, and Abington had the last run, and they win it by 5. A lot of thank yous to go around. We want to thank Delta Medics, Foundation for Cancer Care, thank North Pocono, and we want to thank you for joining us. Next game here on MyTV, we'll be back on the boys' court as Dunmore takes on Riverside in the Lackawanna League Showdown. That's next Friday, the 9th at 8 p.m. For Aaron Dugan, for John Bucci, and for the entire Fox 56 sports crew, this is Bob Ide saying so long from North Pocono.
You're watching Wendy's High School Hoops on MyTV WQMY.